Hi, it's Joseph, and welcome back to the San Miguel de Allende Secrets YouTube video channel. And today we're going to talk about Mexico's flower girls. As always, if you need more information, in the descriptive box below are links. And if you like, there's a link to Amazon.com that'll lead you out to all 10 books, best-selling books in the San Miguel de Allende Secrets series. When flower crowns were first introduced for sale in the Jardín a few years back, I thought it was a ridiculous idea. For years, they had been used during burials to disguise the smell of death. Who wants that image in or on their head? As often, when I'm wrong about something, I'm totally wrong. The flower crowns became uber popular, and as I traveled around Mexico dancing at various festivals, I was made aware that the flower crowns have a universal appeal and a surprisingly long history. Flower crowns can be traced back to the classical world. Ancient Greeks proclaimed the flower wreath symbolic of glory, power, and eternity. Ancient gods and goddesses were often represented in art and literature wearing specific plants dedicated to them. For example, the beautiful nymph Daphne managed to escape her pursuer, the god Apollo, by turning herself into a laurel tree. Apollo cuts off a branch from the tree and exclaims, though she can't be his wife, he'll keep her laurel leaves in his hair forever. He keeps his word, and as a result of depicting wearing a laurel wreath, became a symbol for his love for Daphne. Apollo is the god of poets and writers, and where the term poet laureate comes from. In Rome, the Floralia festival was held in honor of Flora, goddess of flowers, vegetation, and spring. So it's no surprise that a headpiece made of flowers was a must-have accessory. In medieval Europe, the flower crown fell out of fashion as pagan religions used them in their religious ceremonies and to adorn statues of their gods, actions the church didn't want to continue. However, with the Renaissance interest in classical art, flower crowns became widely featured in art depicting gods, Venuses, and nymphs. As always, life imitates art, and using the flower crowns in Catholic festivals and on statues of virgins and saints became popular. In this day, May is the peak month for selling white flower crowns, as girls wear them by bringing flowers in honor of Mary at the Chapel of Good Health on Plaza Civica, a tradition rooted in Victorian European celebration of May Day when children were sent out to pick flowers. In Middle European countries, girls of a marriageable age would often wear flower crowns. During the wedding ceremony, wreaths made out of periwinkle and myrtle were placed on top of the couple's head after the vow exchange. Indigenous Americans used wreaths in their culture. The Cheyenne tribe wore them during their sacred ceremonies, dances, rituals, and songs. Willow, sage, or cottonwood were the main ingredients of their headwear. In China, the orange blossom flower crown was customarily worn during a wedding. Since orange trees blossom and bear fruit at the same time, they're meant to symbolize fertility and were thought to bring children into the marriage. Like the white wedding gown, Queen Victoria also brought the flower crown into vogue as a symbol for femininity, romanticism, and purity for brides. Victoria wore an orange blossom wreath, the idea borrowed from the Chinese, in her hair for her wedding to Prince Albert in 1840. After that, orange blossoms became so closely associated with weddings that the phrase "to gather orange blossoms" took on the meaning to seek a wife. Diametrically opposite of the prim Victorians, flower children of the late 60s donned botanical wreaths in their messy hair in a way to express their connection to nature and embody the ideals of peace and love lifestyles. Though the hippie style was a subculture at the time, it influenced the mainstream fashion, thus bringing flower crowns back into style at weddings, like Elizabeth Taylor's there to the left. 20th century painter Frida Kahlo's self-portraits featured flower crowns as an evocative symbol of Mexico's naturalism. For her, like many other artists, flowers symbolized sexuality, and she never separated her sexuality and personality from her femininity. Frida promoted flowers' ability to adorn not just a space, but a person, transfixing the worlds of art and fashion immeasurably. So why are we so obsessed with flower crowns? Flower crowns have been a symbol of love, fertility, and the celebration of love throughout history and around the world. The floral orbs highlight femininity and romanticism, continuing to be a hit at weddings, the Jardín, and possibly even more of Beyoncé's Vogue covers. As always, feel free to click like and subscribe below, and you'll get notifications of when new videos come out on the San Miguel de Allende Secrets channel.